Straight. Turn right.
I'm not driving fast, just flying low.
Continue straight. Turn right.
Thanks, Mom, for buying me. Your hold is our goal.
Exit right. Turn right. Continue straight. Continue straight. Turn right.
My other vehicle is Romulan Warbird.
Let's get started. Drive safe. Turn left. Continue straight. Turn right.
I'm not driving fast, just flying low.
Continue straight. Turn right.
Thanks, Mom, for buying me. circle is our goal.
Exit right. Turn right. Continue straight. Continue straight. Turn right.
My other vehicle is Romulan Warbird.
Let's get started. Drive safe. Turn left.
Team up delivery. The start outside the off stump. Good keeping by Rizwan. Roshan, ideally,
Continue
you would
straight.
like your all fast bowlers to be able to bowl with any sort of cricket ball. Old or new does not matter. But because I've not seen him bowling with the new ball, this is kind of a new role for him. Because he struggles with the new ball at times, not all the time, but when he gets it right, he's
Turn right.
He's got pace. Because once the ball gets a little older, you know, control becomes a little easier. New ball, seam up. When you haven't bowled many overs with the new ball, it's difficult to find out the right length and the right line. And I think that's why he starts from around the wicket, because that's kind of an easy angle to sort of attack. But then if you go leg side, then it becomes easy picking. So Haris Rao, I remember when I was bowling coach with the Pakistan team, we tried him with a new ball, but because he does so well in the middle overs with the reverse swing and of course semi-new. Oh, very lucky Nishanka. Almost getting the inside edge onto the stumps. Very pacey delivery from Haris Rao. Third boundary in 1.4 overs. He was looking for an outswing there, I think.
Interesting explanation from you. Yeah, because we do see bowlers who are cut out for a role. We have bowlers coming in and used with a new ball. When the likes of Haris Rao, who bowl in the middle and who spoke about reverse. So it just tells you the technicalities of the game. It may look straightforward, but I think there's a lot more. But that ball didn't even carry, that bounced a second time. That's
I'm
not
not
because
driving
it was a slow
fast,
delivery,
just
but it
flying
stayed
low.
down. Just what about the bounce here, Waka? It's been a little bit inconsistent.
I think that was way too wide outside the off stump.
Continue straight.
And, normally, if it is misbehaving from the middle of the pitch, that's where the problem is. Otherwise, I don't think one should be that worried about outside the off stump. That's way outside. Just very lucky that he stayed on that blue line to save a wide delivery. Pushing the ball into the right ender. End of the second 15 without loss.
Oliver on avocado. Visibility. Airport.
Turn right.
Hello. Aircraft. Color to black.
Without loss. Nasim Shah. The lovely side is the ground looks a picture. Lovely weather. I love the weather here. Beautiful temperatures. The sun is out. Just perfect. What's challenging is when it gets late in the evening. Back Alfala, 1,100 plus branches, so you can open your current account from the nearest branch and enjoy various free services. That's Bank Alfala for you. It's very chilly.
Yeah, especially for you, where you come from, you don't see real cold weather there. Just to finish it on RSL's topic, talking about the new ball and the semi-new or the reverse. People start criticizing very quickly to RSL from time to time without realizing the job he does or the role he plays in the side. He's going to be a little expensive. In the middle overs, if the wickets are not taken up front, then he can be a little expensive. And then he comes back in, right at the end, last 10 overs, he comes in and, batters are really looking to play those big shots. He can be expensive at times. He's a match winner without doubt. When he gets it right, when he bowls with the pace we saw the other day, he's handful. Naseem Shah, on the other hand, is a pure new ball bowler because the way he presents the scene, the action, swings the ball away from the right-hander. Unfortunately, being injured a lot, and pace has come down from 155 at times. I remember first time when he went to Australia, he bowled, a serious fire, but with the injuries and all, he lost a bit of pace. He's around about the 140 now. But he's got better control now. But this man definitely a match winner on the day.
That's about Harish Raut so far. He's clocked up 140 plus, but this point about Naseem Shah, he looks to be far more controlled. Yeah, I used to see him as an out-and-out quick who would run in and bend his back. Really let it go. I heard two sounds, let's see what the umpires thinks. Good signal, big guy, but the moment I thought I heard two sounds. Now he the average speed, that's where he generally stays, high 130s. But he also lets go that occasionally quicker delivery, maybe once, twice an over.
Thanks, Mom, for buying me.
But very impressive, as you said, with his control. Lovely outswing. A little bit wide with the right-hander, but now seem to be settling more in line. This comes. One slip only. The second slip's gone. There's a man now at extra cover, directing traffic. That's the captain. Well, just a leg behind that over, so that's a very good run from Naseem Shah. 60 without loss. That's how it looks. 16 without loss. 14 dots already. The Nisanka and Mushara. A watchful start. Round the wicket, nice forcing shot. Tall upright player. Mushara loves the ball to come onto the bat, loves to punch it on the back foot. Generally stands up straight, loves the ball coming onto the bat. Both batters in fact have enjoyed it, and this looks a fairly good surface, and the ball has really arrived, and where the players can trust the bounce a bit, the pace of the pitch. Fuller and driven, and in the gap. I think there was some interception by the bowler.
searching for a little bit more swing. Haris Rauf around the wicket, trying to bowl full. He's been driven to 1 run. He got a hand on it anyway. The ball was travelling quite quickly. This would be an interesting matchup. The only thing I want to see Haris Rauf getting close to the stumps a little. He bowls from wide of the cricket. If he bowls a little closer from the stumps, he'll be more effective. Yeah. Pitch it up like that, and a player like Nishanka will take advantage. He will.
Your hole is
he
our
knows
goal.
that anything outside the off stump, it's a freebie.
And also I thought it was perfect length for Nishanka. That's the length he's looking for. Just slightly outside the line. And really didn't look at him too hard. Just look at the timing.
Yeah, have a look at that. How far he goes. So he's got to really push the ball toward Nishanka rather than sort of coming close to the stumps and bowling straight and bringing the seam nice and straight again wide of the crease. With that, you're not going to
Exit
get a
right.
consistent swing unless you bowl wide of the outside the off stump.
Spotted a very
Turn
important
right.
area of Haris Rauf. How difficult is it as a fast bowler to master? Because you talk about getting close to the stumps and the fact that he's going too wide to the right hand.
Most of the bowlers who go wide of the crease, that means in their mind they're thinking if they get close to the stump, they're going to come on the pitch, which is a danger area. So they just sort of stay away from that. They don't want to be warned by the umpire. So they just say, okay, I'm just going to keep bowling from wide. But effectiveness, I feel that you've got to come close to the umpire. In the air,
Continue
but,
straight.
Just clearing that in a fielder probably look to run to. One second, I thought that's gone in the air. Now we wicket for Pakistan.
Yeah, you're right. So did
Continue
I.
straight.
Didn't really hit it with full force. He just helped it around from outside the off stump.
Turn right.
He lost wicket in the previous match playing a similar shot, just dragging the ball from outside the off stump. Haris Rauf's first wicket. Always look to force the ball. Very good ball. 22 runs.
मैं हमेशा रेकमेंड करता हूँ शैम्पू प्लस हेयर सीरम का ड्यूल एक्शन। न्यू सेट एंड टच केराटिन शैम्पू बालों के डैमेज सेल्स को रीजनरेट करे। सेट एंड टच केराटिन शैम्पू।
Well, the very, very impressive capital of Pakistan, Islamabad, in the background. That's where we are. Rawalpindi within the vicinity of the capital. Well bowled, well bowled. That's a change of length. He was bowling just back of a length and that time going full.
Yeah, good delivery. Very, very fine delivery. Fuller searching for Yorker. Very well dug out by Nishanka. But you're always looking for outside the off stump. You sometimes as a batter forget that if ball comes in, then what? Very well managed that last delivery by Nishanka. Through wayward once again. Pakistan were guilty of bowling too many wides in the previous match, also giving easy runs away. 26 wides were bowled. Runs of the wides because they were wides gone for 4 byes. So got to be careful. Not only that they give runs away or deliveries being bowled again, a lot of energies get wasted, and also you're always behind when you bowl that many extra.
My other vehicle is Ramulan Warbird.
Get enough on it? Yes, he did. That will race away to 4, opening the blade at the last second.
Well, first boundary after 15 deliveries, but that was worth waiting. Just opening and just helping. There you are. You could see how he deliberately opens the face of the bat, looking to maneuver in that direction. And he had the perfect length to do that, and the line was outside the off stump, so he could have played that shot. Tighter line and then just coming back a little bit. Well, if you're looking for a proper mobile handset partner, we're looking at Vigotel Mobile, the official mobile handset partner.
There are 2 or 3 different languages these guys speak on the field now. And we can hear it in the stump mic, but Punjabi I can understand, Urdu also I'm sure I can. But when they speak Pashto, I can't tell what they're talking, and there are few guys who speak Pashto. Good bouncer, very good bouncer. These two are definitely Pathans, Wasim Shah and of course Rizwan. Wasim Junior is another Pathan, very nicely bought.
Maybe Sri Lankans are very simple. We just speak one language. We speak Sinhalese. No confusion. Nobody understands.
You're
Let's
right.
get started. Drive safe.
It's a small country.
Let's not go there. We're talking about different languages you don't understand.
I know you're not a political person. You want to stay away from all that. But yeah, Pakistan do have many languages.
Turn left.
I've been told that they have languages they speak all around. Proper languages.
Very simple in Sri Lanka. It's Sinhalese and Tamil. Two. Just two. Just two.
You just said.
No, I'm saying on the field.
So in the final you don't play Sinhalese on the field or you don't play Tamil?
No, they will talk Sinhalese on the field, but as far as the number of languages in Sri Lanka, yes, we do speak English, but it is Sinhalese and Tamil.
Very confusing you are, Prashant, sometimes.
Seriously?
Only sometimes. Most of the time you're very clear with your words and your things. 29 without loss, Sri Lanka.
Continue straight. Turn right.
The Sri Lankan batting lineup has remained virtually the same from the first game. There's one change. The seam bowler Pramod Madushan, skinny, can surprise you with a bit of pace. Ashwin unfortunately missing out, a bit off colour in that last game. Haris Rauf back round the wicket with the left hander, slipping still. He's got a man at fine leg and a third on the boundary, very square. With the two fielders outside that 30-yard circle. Angling back into the left-hander. But how? Tell me, Waka, how difficult is he now? He goes wide of the crease, even round the wicket, and he's angling it back. But what about getting one delivery to either hold its line or he just can find a little bit of movement? How challenging could it be for a fast bowler to deliver that kind of delivery from that angle?
Normally when you see a right-arm fast bowler bowling over the wicket, goes wide at the crease. He's a little worried, as I said earlier. He might just hold in the danger zone. But probably Haris Rauf is the only bowler. When he goes around the wicket, he still goes wide on the other side. So it should be easier for him bowling over the wicket, coming close to the stumps. or come close to the stumps when you're bowling around the wicket. But he doesn't enjoy it from close to the
I'm
stumps.
not
He just
driving
stays
fast,
wide from
just
both.
flying low.
I think that's also one reason why Pakistan management still don't trust him with the new ball.
Continue straight.
See that's the angle. You can't call this swing because he's so wide. He's pushing the ball towards the left-hander, and the ball, if he presents the seam a little bit straighter, it will just sort of go with the angle down the leg side. So he's got to stay outside the off stump. And from there, if he gets a length wrong, that means that the batters are ready for that. And I'm sure Bishara is just searching for that. He's not really rushing. He knows that one of those deliveries is going to come, which is going to be in his arc, or is he going to go short outside the off stump. That's all
Turn
he's
right.
searching for. Although this was a good delivery, but he's still, because he's searching around that line length, he's just pushing at it. So anything goes away from there, which is going to be hard because he's so wide of the crease. Haris Rauf is going to come close to the stump to just present a straighter seam to take the ball away from left-hander. Like in McGrath, remember, just come really close to the stump and just wicket to wicket and take the ball away from the left-hander. No batter in the world likes the ball to come in the stumps from a good length. They're all sort of searching for outside the off stump or onto the pads. So to get it right with the seam off delivery, again, the angle is the angle which is making batting easy. But to just get the ball swinging away a bit more effectively, it's come close to the stumps. On a flat pitch, it becomes a little easy for the batter. If you're not really hitting the lines of the stumps. And also from that angle, it's hard to angle.
That's good explanation. Great education for young fast bowlers listening, I'm sure. Just understanding the angles, the importance of using the crease. Oh, inside edge. That will run away to the boundary. That wasn't wide of the crease. That was more closer to the stumps.
Yeah, he did try to come a little closer. Couldn't really get very close, but definitely a little closer toward the stumps. And look at this. Beautiful seam. That's where the damage of the fields. Once again, Sri Lanka finding a good start with all those couple of streaky boundaries, but they'll be very happy with the start they got so far. Wide again and punished. Might not go to the boundary. Well done, Salman Ali Agha, batsman. Took 3. And that's a good over for Sri Lanka. 10 off it. 39 without loss.
Yeah, just look at how he leans into it. Really doesn't hit it too hard. Good effort, but lovely timing. All elegance by the left-hander. The buildings are starting to happen. 2 big ones in the first 6 overs. Sri Lanka, or as you said, Raka, off to a good start. 6.5 the run rate. A very strong line of fielders on the offside. That is perfect for him to go wide of the crease. Just to remind you, download the app now and get the insurance you need on your fingertips. I'm talking about finger-free moment. Very important indeed. Don't miss this. You can get the insurance you need on your fingertips via finger-free. once again, then there's that very strong cordon on the offside inside the 30-yard circle. So they continue to have fielders at fine leg at third. Again, straight to the man at extra cover. Now it's got a little bit fuller in length here.
Yeah, very clunky noise on the back last shot. That indicates that this is not the pitch where you can just hit through the line and play freely. Once the ball gets a little older, I think it's going to get harder to bat, and we might see a little spin in the grip. This is not the pitch we played previously. Previously there was more grass and it was harder. It's drier. This is a beautiful delivery. Yeah, acknowledged by a batter. Searching for a moving drive, but a little late.
And also maybe the length. He was going full the previous delivery. That was going across the left-hander too. Just went past that outside edge. Very nearly. Going to slip in. Just one slip. They had two at the start. 3 deliveries so far without a run conceded. Just a single. That's a cut straighter, allowing the batter the freedom to try and work it away on the leg side.
How quickly things can change for you in the cricket field. Babar Azam took a brilliant catch previous match, and Salman Ali Agha dropped one. And straight away the trust gone toward this man, Babar Azam. That was a fantastic catch. Quality, real quality. And now he becomes number 1 to go in the slips. Brilliantly done. Climber,
Your hold is our goal.
point.
That is outstanding stuff. That is brilliant. That was small. Short and wide, and Pathum Nissanka timed it so well, but Saima absolutely acrobatic, making sure the guys were on the ball two-handed as he stopped it. And then the rollover. Good stuff. Good work. Last ball of the over. Couple of runs here.
Exit right.
Oh no, in fact only a single. Good work. For a moment it looked like 2, but they've got
Turn right.
just 2 in the over. 41 kilometers.
Apiece
Continue
for both
straight.
Sanka and Shara. 7 overs, Sri Lanka 41 for no loss. Change of Pakistan here on the ball, Shine Shah missing out under the weather with the viral flu.
Continue straight.
Harris Road with the new ball this afternoon, and so far Sri Lanka has had the answers
Turn
to
right.
the pace duo from Pakistan.
If the opposition captain inserts you to bat first, you're unscathed and have gathered 41 runs, it's a very good beginning. You saddle the opposition captain with so many worries how to break the partnership. Oh, this is nicely worked away, clipped away for 4 runs. And Sanka has started to express himself.
Now once again a touch too straight with the angle that Haris Rauf bowls from wide of the crease, always looking to angle the ball. When it continues on that line, it is easy pickings off that pad.
The reason why Haris Rauf is struggling in this game, because he's not extracting that bounce which was available for him in the previous outing. That pitch allowed the ball to skid off the surface, but here affording a lot of time for the batters to work the line and the lengths and also the angles.
Better reply. And because of that boundary being clipped away fine, has now come into the ring. Salman Ali Agha has dropped a deep backward square.
Yeah, Haris Rauf was bowling similar lines and lengths in the previous game and he picked up 4 wickets. The reason, the ball was actually rearing off from that length. But here, offering a lot of time for the batters to get into a good position.
Doesn't quite get it out of the middle, Nissanka. But even in that, you see just a hint of extra bounce on that occasion. Nissanka very good to get on top of the bounce, looking to hit it down. I mean, this is what you were talking about a couple of deliveries ago.
My other vehicle
Yeah,
is
easy to manage.
Rumble and
He
Warbird.
was hurting the batter in the previous outing. A bit of dew was around as well. That freshened up the pitch. Here, the demand from this surface is completely different. Maybe look to pitch the ball up to the batter and rely on the deviation of the surface. Well watched, and it's a wide.
And he's bowled his overs quick throughout the spell so far into his 4th hardest Rauf. That previous delivery, 143 kilometers per hour. Look at the average pace. Is 141.3. That means he hasn't bowled a change of pace delivery so far. His slowest being 138.5. So it's all been pace on so far.
And it's a good point you're making, because at the pitch report, Makai Yunus categorically said you have to rely on those cutters and all that, because this pitch is abrasive, and as a fast bowler, you might be able to deceive the batter. But at the moment, one dimension. Both the batters, they have gotten used to the pace and also the bounce, and also his action. Looking comfortable out there in the middle. Maybe the leggy.
Five of the over, 8 done, 46 for no loss.
Pearl 3D Skin Serum. Vitamin C simulates lighten and brighter skin. Hyaluronic acid hydrates and repairs.
Let's get started. Drive safe.
Dark spots. Pearl 3D Skin Serum.
Turn left.
Steady start from Sri Lanka, 46 for the first 8. Change of bowling included in the side as well. His first outing in this ODI series. Slim Junior got a game in the South African series as well in dew conditions. I thought he bowled really well. Starting off with a slip in pace.
Now this is surprising for me. With this action, he creates a natural angle for the left-handers. And you remember that game he played against South Africa, he managed to pick up a wicket with that angle. Coming around the stumps with the first delivery.
Continue straight.
Not really sure. We should be encouraged to bowl to the left-hander to bowl around the stumps. That's a good idea. change the angle. The reason why I say that, because Bishara is a sort of a left-handed batsman who likes to hit the ball through extra cover. It's like the open face.
Turn right.
Might be able to get a scratch on the ball.
Makes the adjustment quite immediately. Pakistan obviously employing that policy of rotating a lot of players, giving a lot of players rest. Wasim Junior has been a bit of a up and down ride in that regard. Hasn't really found a consistent go in the side in terms of his position. Yes, obviously he's up against 4 other seamers. Shaheen, Naseem, Haris Rauf and Fahim Ashraf. Must be tough on the players as well to constantly, yes, you got to keep in practice, keep in shape, but then when you find your opportunity, you're almost thinking far too much about performing because you want to keep your place in the side. The one game in that ODI series versus South Africa Asia Cup, he missed out, but he's been in with the squad. So in terms of collection of players, Pakistan have kept the 15 or the 18 as a bunch together. So consistency in that regard.
Yeah, Salman Ali Agha, captain for the first time in ODIs for Pakistan, got plenty to defend. Given the nature of this surface, leg spinner might be the answer to break this partnership.
I'm not driving fast, just flying low.
Continue straight.
I saw Shaheen Shah Afridi before the game. He was walking around gingerly. And that told me he's not well. Very confident.
Present at the ground.
Turn right.